Well, Theo's Cafe has been limping along ever since scaffolding went up more than a year ago. Promised work would take 6 months, nothing is being done and there's no end in sight. He can't hold on much longer and is getting no help from council.
Even you can tell by my mother and myself, we're very emotional about it because we put our blood, sweat and tears into this business.
Mid-morning at Theo Zaropoulos' cafe, it should be buzzing and full of people, but this is his new normal.
I don't think I'll be able to make it another month or so. I've really squeezed every dollar I can and trying to pay everything I can.
Theo has run Black Gold Espresso in Sydney's Rosebery for 4 years, but the last year has been more testing than any COVID lockdowns, with scaffolding outside his business making it almost impossible to make a living.
It's visible from all areas, it's got good ventilation, good lighting, and at the moment, from all this scaffolding stuff in place, I've been stripped of all of that.
The scaffolding was erected in January 2024 to fix cladding on the apartments above. The businesses below were told it would take 6 months. Now, 12 months on, it's still there, and they've just been told there's a new issue and 18 months more of work to be done.
And I'm like, what for? So we're trying so hard to build this business up, but if they're going to block us and do all these works to our business, I'm kicking a wall.
Theo says his trade is down more than 20% a month since the scaffolding went up.
I'm increasingly worried how my business is being affected. Like, it's getting worse and worse at the moment.
They can't see it. They can't see there is a shops inside.
It's slow going at Ben's barber shop too.
It's been like really down. We've been trying to, do the more advertise on Google to get, so people know there is actually shops, because it's like no one can see it from outside. There is actually shops under the building.
Right now it's just after 8 o'clock in the morning. The lights have been turned off and, well, you can see how dark it is. And this is what these businesses are fighting with. They've asked for the lights to be turned back on during the day, but they've been told that'll cost too much.
Essentially, I've just lost all my dine-in customers, and we're only operating on takeaways.
Justin Ung runs Malaysian restaurant Ipoh Hawker next door.
We've had to prop this business up by pumping my own money in month after month after month. It's, it breaks you when you hear it's going to be another 18 months or more.
The businesses wanted to put signage out the front to alert people they were still open, but claim they were told no. Instead, the Sydney City Council instructed Strata to put artwork on the scaffolding.
They have put artwork on here. They place this artwork as soon as they've done all the scaffolding. I've asked to place our own advertising on the other side of this or anywhere around the scaffolding, and this hasn't been allowed at all.
And they've said if you do, that'll be considered vandalism?
Yeah, considered vandalism, and I'll have to pay a hefty fine, so I just can't afford that at the moment.
For the residents above, it's also a frustrating process with little work done in the last few months.
Because we're on the 5th floor, so we don't really see it, but I cannot even imagine how it's for the people on the 3rd or 2nd floor. They haven't been doing anything in the last 6 months.
I don't quite understand how it's been up for so long in the first place anyway. Surely it must be costing whoever's got it there a lot to have it sitting there.
I think we can still, let the sunlight coming in, unlike the lower floors.
We contacted the strata company, Precise Property, who told us they couldn't reveal a timeline on the work. We can also advise that Precise Property took over strata management of the complex midway through the project. We are also cautious of any impact on potential legal action by the owners' corporation against contractors related to the works. Little comfort for the businesses who are barely holding on.
And it's just gone over, and every single month's been longer and longer, and it's just hurting the business all the time.
At this point, it's good money after bad, and a year and a half on top of another of this 6 months, 2 years can drown a business, right? You don't have enough oxygen.
Yeah, that is tough, and it's believed the builder went into administration and a new one is yet to be contracted. In the meantime, those poor businesses bleed money. So here's a crazy solution. Take the scaffolding down until you're ready to fix it. Or at least turn the lights on and just let them put signs up. It's not that hard.